All right, it's a pretty Saturday morning. Sitting outside with my cigar, and it's time for a little chess, I think. So let's see what we got going here. From Greece. A French defense. All right. I used to play the French as black. Um, it's a very dynamic defense. I'm going to play the knight c3. Oh, he's playing a Rubinstein. No, I used to play the winnower instead of taking on e4. You play bishop out here and pin the knight. Uh, the Rubinstein concedes space, but it's very solid. Now, typical knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, knight f6, bishop g5. Yeah. And I got to give up the bishop pair, but he still has a problem here. This is a problem. And he's going to have a problem contesting my space advantage. So I like white. Might try to swing the rook up at some point, rook h4, rook d3, get the knight out of the way, that kind of deal. Swing the rook over. Definitely playing for a kingside attack. Very passive. Passive move. I'm going to go ahead and start my attack. I don't know what I would do here. I mean, queen a5, king. That's slow, real slow. Surprised he did that. Now I want to play knight g5, but obviously he takes and he's taking with check. That's a problem. So I'm going to put my king into safety here. We'll stop that. Queen d6. Now knight g5. Take. Knight g5, h6 is probably the answer. But then I play knight h7. Rook here, knight takes check, and it's over. So what does he do against knight g5? I guess let's find out. What's he gonna do? You really don't want to play bishop takes knight, pawn takes. Now I've got to open h file. Bearing down on h7. That doesn't look good. G6. Wow, just giving me a pawn. Okay. A pawn with tempo because I'm threatening knight takes. So it wasn't just a pawn. It was with tempo. Yeah, I think he's busted. Do I play queen h5 here? G6, take, check. It's over. If I play queen g5, h5, I'm threatening. What am I threatening? Knight check. That's not good. Bishop takes, check, king, check, and he comes out at e7. That's not good. Oh, wait a minute. This queen here, and I'm going to come back to g5. I can also swing the rook up if I get bored. I am kind of bored, honestly. A little bit bored with this one. This was too easy. Yeah, knight g5 is a very serious threat. And if g6, I'm just taking it. I don't know. I mean, that's not going to work. Threatening mate. Rook lift. Hoping to grovel a queen trade, but I'm going to go here. Look, I mean, here's the problem with the French defense. I guess I better pay attention rather than running my trap here. But I mean, look, this is a warehouse. The bishop never got out, and that's one of the main problems with the French is what happens with this bishop, and what happens with the queen side. I mean, this just never got free. I think I screwed this up a little bit, but I don't think I did any permanent damage. Now that the rook is in play, I should still win. He could go to h5. I was thinking h5. Is that any good? Check. King. Hmm. Check. It's getting a little interesting now, I think, because I misplayed it somewhere. All right, let's see. Now the rook is on the 7th. The rook on the 7th is a very powerful piece. I thought I was going to be able to mate this guy, but that didn't happen. I guess I'm just going to pawn roller him now. Or try to, anyway. He wants to play queen d2. Oh, that's even better. Wow, I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention. Looks like I'm going to lose this one. I don't see how to stop this. Oh, shoot. Well, I screwed that up bad. Huh. Not sure what I did wrong there. Let's take a. I want to take a look. Let's take a look at this a second. I'm just curious what I did wrong. I mean, that's +2 here. Yeah, everything right is right. I mean, Queen H5. I mean, I'm winning here. It's decisive. This is +9. What did I do wrong? Mate and 3. King H8. Oh my gosh. Just right to G5. Jesus Christ. God damn. Terrible. Oh. Terrible. I missed a mate. Just careless. Oh, well, that's why I'm only 2,100 instead of 2,300, right? One more. Brazil. All right, I'm on the black side of a classical E4. Let's see what we got. Rui Lopez. And he did not play the exchange variation. But he played this old Steinitz system. Very slow. And he's going to, this is a slow attacking system. It's probably good he played that, because if he'd have castled, I was going to take knight takes e4, which is the open Rui Lopez, which I've started playing a few months ago. Now he wants to play d4. I'm going to get the bishop out of the way. Now, do I wait and play? I guess I'll just castle. I want to try to play d5 and turn it into a hybrid kind of Marshall type situation where, yeah, you can do that. Now, he could play d4 here, but now what about knight a5, bishop c2, and d5? Pawn takes, queen takes, bishop takes knight. Messing up my king side, that's not good. I think I'm going to play... I'm just going to play d6. I'm going to play this kind of like a Breyer. I'm going to reposition the knight. And the Rui Lopez is black. This knight on c6 tends to be misplaced. It tends to get in the way of things. So Breyer's system was to play knight to b8 and then play knight at b to d7. That's a good move because it interrupts with my coordination. He's threatening to take, and I really don't want the bishop here, to be honest, but I'm going to have to put it there. I need that square d7 for this knight. So that was well played. Knight wants to come into g5, f5. But if he goes, I guess he's got to go here. If he goes here, I could play g5 and pick up a piece for 2 pawns, but I got a shattered kingside. Everything's a trade-off. In speed chess, this is tempting because you are going to get my kingside open. No, he's a careful player. Now my problem is I want to play g6 to stop knight f5, but then he's also threatening to come into d5. And when he comes into d5, he's hitting my bishop, my knight's pinned. I have an idea. Knight, bishop. I'm going to go c5, bishop back, knight e6. And if knight e6, I could take it. Actually, knight c5. If you play the Ruy Lopez as white, which I do, this bishop is like your main piece. You don't want to trade it. You don't want to give it up. It's a psychological thing because sometimes you need to. In this case, if he saves his bishop, he's not really saving it because I get this pawn. So he's kind of in a quandary a little bit. Really? Of course, I didn't really think through that. I probably should have played. I probably should have played take here and just win the pawn because now I'm a pawn down, right? So I'm a pawn down. I guess I have some compensation, but he's got the open F file. Maybe he could play knight e5 here. Yeah, it's a good move. If I don't take the knight, he's coming here. That's going to be devastating. I can't move the knight because the rook's hanging. What about this? If he wants to stay on this diagonal, he has to go to a4. But then I've got an attack on d3. Yeah, he's got to do that, I guess. I guess they're going to take this knight. Man, I don't have a choice. Yeah, I'm just getting thrashed here. That was a good old woodshed thrashing. He took me to the back of the woodshed. Wow, 93%. Almost like a computer. See? That was a good old woodshed thrashing. So it didn't like bishop to b6. The best move is d6. Okay. So white's a little better here. Didn't like my repositioning of the knight either. So what did it want me to do? Bishop e6? Yeah, I thought of that. I thought of that. And if bishop takes, just rook takes. Yeah. Yeah, that a4 was a great answer. It really... He's much better here. It didn't like knight c5 either. Yeah, bishop takes knight. But still, white's better. Okay, well, not good. I guess I'll play one more here. I'm getting my ass kicked, which is good sometimes. I need a little humility. Another Caracan. What's that? Well, if I play knight takes, he's going to play queen to d4, and he's attacking two pieces at once. I'll just bring the bishop out. Since he's exposed f7, I'm going to put pressure on it. Okay. Well, just, if you're going to leave it there, I'm going to take it. Guess I'll just castle. I mean, just kind of punted a pawn for nothing. Mm-hmm. Bishop g4. Now I'm going to play knight here, followed by h3, and drive the bishop away. I mean, I'm just a solid pawn up. Not sure whether a3 or a4 was best there. Now he's got to either give me bishop pair or go away. And he goes away. But, and it's a big but, I can do this, again threatening to take the bishop. Bishop is, I think they've proven in chess that bishop versus, the bishop pair is almost always, with some exceptions, the really what you want to have. It's a big advantage. Larry Kaufman has done some analysis on that, and the bishop pair is just. I mean, it's always been in most cases you want a bishop over a knight. Unless the position is blocked or there's some other feature in the position that makes the knight favorable because he's got a good square. That's why in the Ruy Lopez, I don't mind after a6, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, because I've got the bishop pair. My pawn structure is spoiled, but that's usually not enough to disrupt having the bishop pair. The bishop pair is excellent compensation. Gary Kasparov once said that the knight on f5 is worth like a piece all by itself because it's in such a great attacking position. I think he said it's worth a piece. He said knight on f5 is tremendous. Maybe that's stating the obvious, but all right. I need to close this bishop. His bishop on c5 is really good, so I'm gonna try to shut him down. We got an open board. My bishop is loose now. I don't know if he's got any tactics against that. I don't see anything. I don't see that. Now I think I'm just pushing him around. Oh, I didn't expect that. Maybe I take here. In between take. This guy's from India. Yep. Uh-huh. That is protected. I mean, the threats are still the same. I'm threatening to take here and here. I guess if he goes back, I can play bishop takes knight, pawn takes, take here, and I should have a big advantage. Maybe no more than the pawns. I'm pawn up. Yeah, that was kind of forced. We're going to take here. Now which way do I take? I'll take here. Now queen takes, knight takes, knight takes, knight d6. Looks good. Oh, I'm a piece up. Yeah, I'm a piece up. All right, how do I finish this guy off? I guess queen takes. What does that do? Seems like he should just resign this. I'm crawling all up in his underarm here. It's not where I really want to be, but but he's in trouble. I don't know. Anything wins, I think. Anything and everything. I hope I don't get too careless here, but I've got 2 minutes. He's got 20 seconds. I'm a piece up. Come on. It's over. Once again, there is no. I would just resign here. I mean, you're not even playing for the clock. Okay, well, at least I ended. I got my ass kicked, and then I ended with a win. So I'll take that, and we'll come back at it at a later time. Thanks for watching.